Thomas the Tank Engine loves having buffers and a boiler that bubbles. He loves having wheels and a whistle that toots. But most of all, Thomas loves working on Sir Topham Hatt's railway. It was the day of the Sodor summer picnic. Sir Topham Hatt came with news of a special job for Thomas. He boomed cheerfully. Thomas was excited. He set off right away. The airport was new, and all of the engines wanted to go there. Soon, Thomas arrived at the airport. He was excited to see the control tower, the huge hangar, and the red and white striped windsock. Then he heard a loud noise in the sky. A jet plane was coming in to land. Thomas thought it looked very splendid. Thomas chuffed over to the hangar. "Peep, Thomas," said the plane. Said Thomas. Said Jeremy. Thomas thought Jeremy was being boastful. Thomas huffed. Said Jeremy. Thomas felt upset. Then he saw the children. They were waiting on the platform. Thomas reached quickly over to collect them. He huffed. Thomas puffed over to the picnic. He was happy to leave the airport behind. But when he turned a bend in the track, he had to stop at a signal. Thomas heard Jeremy taking off. And then, Jeremy flew right over his funnel. Huffed Thomas. Thomas puffed past the windmill. But Thomas could still see Jeremy. He was now high in the sky. Suddenly, Thomas saw a cow on the tracks in front of him. Thomas puffed sadly. Thomas arrived at the picnic. The blankets were laid out, and everyone was having a wonderful time. But Percy thought Thomas looked sad. Chuffed Thomas. Peeped Percy. But Thomas wasn't sure. Jeremy was jetting to the mainland, but dark rain clouds were gathering. And Jeremy had to return to the airport. Thomas was passing the airport as Jeremy came into land. Thomas didn't want to talk to him, but Jeremy called out. Gasped Thomas. Thomas reached the picnic just in time. Tooted Thomas. Everyone packed up the picnic as quickly as possible, and then they boarded Annie and Clarabelle. The children were sad the picnic was over. Then another idea flew into Thomas's funnel. He puffed quickly back to the airport. This time, Thomas wanted to talk to Jeremy. He asked. Said Jeremy. Thomas was very happy. Soon all the children were having a wonderful time, and so was Sir Topham Hatt. He boomed. Jeremy was happy to have helped, and Thomas had never felt prouder to be a steam engine.